1.
Hello everybody, here we go. It's been 2 days since I did the egg demonstration.
3.
So 3 days, okay, 2 or 3 days, I'm not sure. And here are the results. These things have been sitting on my mantle for a couple days. So here we go, we have the results and we're gonna go and do the measuring, okay? We're gonna start with the one that was in the water. Oh, where'd the thread go? Oh, on the floor there.
Right there.
Sorry. Let's find it. Okay, so we're going to start with the one that was in the water. I dropped my thread. Okay. So we're going to take it out. We're going to make some quick observations before we do any measuring. Okay.
I could get the other eggs to see.
Okay, so you can see the egg that was in the water. I'm hoping you can see. It's a lot. It's a lot larger. Okay. It's a little squishier. Okay.
Is it bouncy?
It's still bouncy, okay, but you can definitely tell that it has gotten fatter. Okay, so we're gonna take out our piece of thread, and we're gonna do a quick measure. The last time we did it, it was 16.6 millimeters long. Oops, I gotta wrap it around there first.
One right here.
Okay, 16 millimeters. Thank you, Jana, for writing 1 there for the first one. Okay, and there we go.
Ooh, I got it.
Gonna roll it off. We're gonna measure the diameter now, and the diameter now is. I lost it, so now I have to do it over again. Silly. Okay. I'm gonna try to go over the fattest part of the egg. There we go. Let it roll away.
Can I feel the egg?
Okay. Perfect. And it has now gone up to, not as much as I thought, but it has expanded to 17.3 centimeters. Okay? So almost a full centimeter. Okay? So why do we think this happened? Some of you guys responded on my discussion forum, and a few of you got it right. Okay, the 3 questions I posed on the discussion forum was, first, what happened to the shell? Okay, and some of you automatically jumped to things with osmosis and diffusion, which was great because that's what the topic was. But a few of you also nailed it when you said that the acidity of the vinegar dissolved the shell, which is exactly what happens, okay? So the shell itself dissolved because of the acidity of the vinegar, okay? You can feel it. And then we stuck it in the water, and the egg itself got fatter, okay? And some of you said nothing would happen. Some of you said the egg would get fatter. Some of you said the egg would get skinnier. The contents of the egg would leave. Okay, what actually ended up by happening was osmosis. The water concentration in the egg was actually lower than the water concentration in the glass of water. So the water itself wanted to go from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. So it went from the water into the egg, causing the egg to swell up. Okay. In the past, I have had actually better results. I've had results where the egg got a lot larger. I think the reason it wasn't that great this time is you can see just the front of the egg right here went right down to the membrane, but everywhere else there's still a little bit of the shell left over. So if I was to have left this in the vinegar maybe a little longer, you can see I can actually scrape some of the shell off right here. It's all over my hand now.
It's like chalk.
We would have probably had a little bit better of result. Okay?
I'll put it back in the water.
All right, not yet. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the egg and the corn syrup. And the first thing I want to note is take a look at how watery the corn syrup is. It was a lot thinner when we started, okay? So, it was a lot thicker when it started. So it had a way higher viscosity, if you think back from the last unit. And now the viscosity is lower. The vinegar the corn syrup has a lot more water. It's a lot waterier in it. Now, I'm going to pull this out. My hands are going to get all sticky. But hopefully we're not going to destroy this egg. But it's kind of cool what we're going to see. I love this part. It is very deformed. Okay. And as you can see, it looks like nothing, okay? It looks like it's just a wiggly mess. The egg is still in here. The yolk is still in here. And we're gonna do a follow-up of part 3 of this video tomorrow or the next day. And I'm not even gonna bother measuring the circumference on this because as you can see, it is all deformed and squishy and whatnot. Now, the reason for this, it had a circumference of 15.5 centimeters before. Now it's obviously way less. It's not even measurable. The reason this happened was inside the corn syrup, it had a very low concentration of water, and the concentration of water inside the egg was very high. So of course, everything wants to go to equilibrium. So the water that was inside the egg wanted to go into the corn syrup. So through osmosis, the water left the egg and went into the corn syrup. Okay? Somebody, you know who you are. There was like 2 or 3 kids. You nailed it. You got the exact answer. You got it perfectly. I'm sure it was because you knew what was happening, not because you looked it up online, because there are other videos. I'm sure you guys were able to do it. So great job. Okay? So now this leads to experiment number 3. What we're going to do, and I've only done this a couple times, but I've had success with it. I've always had kids say, well, what happens if you take this and put it back in the water? Okay? So I'm going to ask you guys to add to the discussion board what you think is going to happen this 3rd time. I'm going to take this egg that's all shriveled up, stick it in the water, like so, and let it sit for a day or 2. And hopefully, if I didn't break the egg, I might have squished it a bit. We'll get some good results tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll come back and I'll post this video on to YouTube. Okay, hope this was good. Hope everything worked out. Hope you guys are having a good time. I'm not going to be assigning anything new except for some discussion questions. So stay tuned. Have a good day.